Day as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field first. Just about the time the Aggies said howdy, they said goodbye to the Razorbacks, winning in a blowout the last time these two met.
It was a beatdown, man. Blue Pig had nothing to say. And here's the thing. Since A&M has joined the SEC, it's been a very one-sided rivalry. A&M has had a ton of success. Arkansas has not. They got to prove it on this stage today.
A&M's been gigging them, no question about it, on offense, on defense, and on special teams. So Arkansas has got to be able to find momentum early in the game. They've got to start fast in this one to have a chance.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the tailback. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Starts to scramble to the left. Quarterback's got the first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. That's caught. It's Thorne. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Penny. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but he can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believed.
He smashes his way through again. He'll work his way down to the 28. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Meredith. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Penny. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. These 2 old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World with all the speed on the field from both sides. This is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Got his man down the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Slides away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Penny. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. To throw, it's Penny. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Takes a handoff. It's Meredith. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's picked off and another empty drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Okay, let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
A first down run on the doorstep. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over Buffalo. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Penny. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, two fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Meredith. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Meredith. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 12 on to punt it away.
He's got it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding an escape route. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. He's got an open man. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do anything.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Penny. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground and try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and goal for the offense.
Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. About to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Meredith. Makes it past the marker. He's loose down the middle. At the 20. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Arkansas. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Leaves it with the running back. Now on second down. Right back to it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw. It's Penny. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Hawks send that offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's got it down the middle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. just keeps slinging it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calm.
Where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Gets it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, the power run here. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They go to the ground. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Lofted toward the sideline. Intercepted.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. Guys, after this